take that time to say welcome to our April 23rd board meeting. This time, I'm going to call the meeting to order, and I'm going to ask our tech person to please play our acknowledgement and our national anthem. When we get to our national anthem, I'm going to ask for those that are able, please stand and for the singing of our national anthem. Mr. Tech, please, it's over to you now. Thank you.
The land upon which we work, live, and sustain ourselves is the ancestral and treaty lands of the Michizagig Anishinaabe, also known today as the Mississaugas of the Credit, the rightful caretakers and title holders of this land. We also recognize the rich pre-contact history and relationships which include the Anishinaabe and the Ongwe Hongwe.
Since European contact, this land continues to be home to indigenous and non-indigenous peoples. As responsible community members, we value the diversity, dignity, and worth of all people.
Colonialism displaced and dispossessed indigenous peoples of their ancestral land
and continues to deny their basic human rights, dignities, and freedoms.
We are committed to learning true history to reconcile, make reparations, and fulfill our treaty obligations to the original peoples and our collective responsibilities to the lands, water, animals, and each other for future generations.
Thank you. You may be seated. So, trustees, just before I ask for approval of the agenda, I'm going to remind trustees that if you do have conflict of interest, please, when I get to that section, please declare it. And secondly, I'm going to remind trustees, based on complaints that I received over the last 2 board meetings, I'm going to remind trustees, according to our bylaws, you have 5 minutes to speak. I want you to take that into consideration of your colleagues around the table when you're speaking, that others may want to speak also. Trustees oftentimes are refusing to speak because other trustees may have taken up quite a bit of time. We want to be fair to everyone at this board table. And again, I will also ask trustees that as we had spoke about this in the past, is that when there's a report that comes before you, we have those reports ahead of time, and staff would present those reports. If you have anything that you have critical question, concerns about, it is important that you speak to staff. You will call the staff that is on the report, that is assigned to the report to present the report, ask those critical questions of staff. Not only that you ask those critical questions of staff, you should share with staff that at the public board open board meeting, I will be asking these questions so that staff can come to the board meeting prepared to answer those questions. It does not look professional and good when staff are put on the floor to answer question and they have to be going from this person to that person. So let us therefore also give staff the opportunity to prepare themselves and come to the table ready to answer those questions. So thank you. With that said, the agenda is here. There's no addition to the agenda. Can I ask Trustee Cameron, Trustee Alves, move them for me. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Any declaration of conflict of interest? I'm seeing none. I'm moving down to staff recognition and its retirement. I'm going to turn over to the vice chair at this time to recognize our staff that are retiring.
Thank you, Chair Green, and through you, we are very happy to celebrate and honor our retiring staff members. Each month, Peel District School Board recognizes employees who are retiring or they have recently retired. Today, we are delighted to acknowledge our 61 outstanding individuals concluding their service with the board. Among them are 2 vice principals, 42 classroom teachers, 1 benefits clerk, 3 office manager, 1 head custodian, 1 abilities specialist, 1 educational assistant for special needs, 5 educational assistants, 1 designated early childhood educator, 2 school attendants, 1 abilities representative, 1 office assistant. The names and the titles of these retirees are displayed on the screen here. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to each retiree for their dedication and service to the board, our students, their families, and the community at large. It is through the collective efforts and sincere commitment to our staff that we continue to make a positive and lasting difference in the lives of those we serve. Your unwavering dedication to supporting students in achieving their full potential is deeply, deeply appreciated. We wish you all the very best for a happy and fulfilling retirement. Congratulations and thank you once again.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Okay, Trustee Clark, Trustee Benjamin, let's put that on the floor for me. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Okay, I'm just going to move down to item 7. Don't really have announcement, but just to give you a few updates, and I'm just going to give you just a couple bullets of things that since our last board meeting that I have been doing on behalf of the board. So I want to take the time to thank Director Saru, who's always joined me when meeting with the ministry and ministry staff to ensure that we are on the right path to success. And we have met with the ministry, even as late as a few days ago, just to bring them up to date where we are, where we're going, and also to seek their guidance and direction. So I also want to put that out there to say to the staff that continue to meet with us and our ADM, thank you for your unwavering support to this board. And then just want to let trustee knows that I had the opportunity to attend many events and to speak on behalf of the board, several events since our last board meeting that include some new partnerships, sign agreement that's going to support our student. One of them is a double agreement with a couple organizations that is going to help us execute and even more drive so technology stems and so forth within our board to give student access of opportunity. And thank you to Superintendent Leone for her and her team who continue to bring those partnerships to our board. That's going to help our students strive. And I also had the pleasure, along with the director and several superintendent staff who attended the Almo Akondo gallery student, I would say, a graduation and presentation of certificates. It was an amazing event, and to able to see the work that has been done by our students who have given the opportunity to use the hearts to express themselves. And some student, their testimony would have said that they have never taken up a crayon or a marker, but if you see the work that was done and the drawing that was done and present, and there's a book that is developed, and I think each trustee is going to receive one of that with all that amazing work that our student, and there was 4 schools that was involved this year, and it was amazing. That gallery also commend us on the partnership and looking forward to continuing the work to create opportunity for our students. So, and again, Superintendent Leone, thank you for inviting me to able to speak on behalf of the board at that. We had, I also had the opportunity to meet with a number of parents over the last few weeks who had shared concerns, and was able to meet with them, provide them, mostly educate them around process and how we go about addressing challenges in our schools, and point them to the right superintendent that would able to help them. And today, even today, I got good news, and thank you to retired Superintendent Dawes, who have stepped in for Superintendent Mahoney, and this one is good news. So, so we continue to do those, continue to meet with family to make sure that families and the community are supported, and whatever we can put in place to support communities around the work that we do in school, and educate community also about some of the great things that are happening within our community as a whole. Within our board as a whole. And finally, I wanted to say thank you to Director Saru, Associate Director De Silver, Trustee McDonald, and Superintendent Leone, and Superintendent Art, and all those staff that was a number of superintendent. I think majority of the superintendent was there last night at Dr. Logan retirement. It was a great evening. We were able to join her and her family and celebrate her retirement and wish her well. So thank you. We had a great showing from Peel. We had a great presentation that somebody would have said to me afterward they did not know the work and the what was happening in Peel and so forth, and they heard good things, but they didn't know, and they just see a little glimpse. So thank you for being there and able to do that. So thank you for that. So that's my report, trustees. Trustee K. McDonald, Trustee B. McDonald, put them on the floor for me. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. And just want to say to Trustee, before I move to the next item, out to our May board meeting, we will be bringing on the agenda for the Ontario School Board Associate and Directors, that we have to select our director for the next year. So that will be on the agenda. So trustees who are interested in becoming director, just prepare yourself if that's something that you desire to do. Okay. All right. So needless to say, Director, you have anything? Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, and through you, Chair Green. I'm excited to provide an update on some of the important work happening across Peel District School Board. Tonight, I'll speak to 4 key areas that reflect our ongoing commitment to student success through inclusion, innovation, and empowerment. The first speaks to Peel being a data-informed board to drive student success. As part of our continued focus on student achievement, we have embraced a data-informed approach to support more precise, student-centered decision-making. This year, for example, we administered the Ontario Secondary School Literacy Test, OSSLT, twice, once in the fall and again in the spring, to ensure all eligible students had 2 opportunities to complete this graduation requirement. For those who participated in the fall and did not meet the standard, the spring session offered a second, well-supported chance. To assist with this, our schools received detailed data sets that enabled them to develop intentional, individualized strategies. These included tailored accommodations and targeted supports, critical elements in helping students succeed in this key milestone. It's an example of how we are using data not just to track progress, but to directly inform and improve outcomes for every learner. Another area where data is guiding our work is in credit accumulation. In response to the needs of students at risk of falling behind, our Curriculum and School Improvement Department launched the Level Up Credit Recovery Initiative. This after-school supplemental program, available in all grade 7 to 10 schools, provides focused academic support to help students recover credits and stay on track towards graduation. It is another step forward in our mission to ensure every student has a clear and supported path to success. And in the early years, Our commitment to literacy continues. This spring, early reading screeners were re-administered to all Year 2 kindergarten students, as well as to those in grades 1 and 2 who had not yet met reading benchmarks in the fall. Supported by classroom educators and our literacy coaches embedded in every elementary school, we are already seeing encouraging gains. These improvements are not only data-driven, they're also deeply human, reflecting the care, commitment, and expertise of our educators. Our work remains aligned with the Right to Read report to ensure every student receives evidence-based, equitable reading instruction. We are also proud to share the launch of a new student-centered initiative that aligns with our sustainability goal. The Student Climate Action Committee has been formed to engage student voices directly in the shaping of our board's Climate Change Action Plan. This is both a leadership opportunity and a platform for students to drive real change. The committee's first meeting will take place during Earth Week on April 24th, and we look forward to the conversations, innovations, and advocacy that will emerge from this important committee. Peel students are deeply aware of the environmental challenges we face, and they are ready to lead. Next, I would like to speak to a girls' mentorship opportunity. On April 28th, we will be providing a unique and inspiring opportunity for 40 of the top female scholars across Peel District School Board. These students will participate in a special mentorship event and panel discussion at Massey College, a prestigious postgraduate institution at the University of Toronto. They will be joined by junior fellows and senior fellows of Massey College, creating a space for mentorship, intergenerational dialogue, and academic inspiration. This gathering is intended to empower young women in Peel to envision bold futures for themselves. We are incredibly proud to have the support of Massey College. Finally, we are excited to join school boards across the province in celebrating Education Week from May 5 to May 9th. This year's theme is Igniting Minds, Inspiring Futures, a powerful reminder of the transformational role education plays in shaping not just academic success, but lives and communities. Throughout the week, we will honor students, educators, and community members who exemplify excellence in the areas of innovation, equity, sustainability, education, and care. Highlights include the presentation of our Awards of Distinction and Excellence, which recognize outstanding contributions and achievements across Peel District School Board. Each of these initiatives, from literacy to climate leadership, mentorship to celebration, reflects our deep and enduring commitment to student success, inclusion, innovation, and empowerment. And I want to thank the dedicated staff, Peel students, and you, our trustees, for your continued support and celebration as we work to meet the needs of every learner in Peel District School Board. Thank you, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Trustee Promoli, Trustee Jahal, putting them on the floor for me. Question, concern? Seeing none, all those in favor of the director's report? Carried. Thank you. Okay, moving to trustees appointed to external. I only have one, Trustee Benjamin.
Thank you, and through you, Chair, I have some good news from the VMBC. Lyndon King, Senior Manager IT Operations at the CBO, has been selected by the Volunteer MBC Board as recipient of the Hazel McCallion Power of Giving Award. This award is given to recognize an individual's volunteer work in the community. And Lyndon has a lot of awards that he has won during his long service to the community. Lyndon will be honored at the 10th anniversary Oscars Gala on 12th June 2025 at Southern Banquet Hall in Mississauga. Congratulations to Lyndon King.
Thank you for that good news, Trustee Benjamin, and congratulations, Mr. King. Trustee Cameron, Trustee Bailey, put them on the floor for me. All those in favor? Thank you. Carries. Moving down to board minutes. 10.1 is our board minutes from our March 26th meeting. They are here. Trustee B. McDonald, Trustee Davies, put them on the floor for me. Question, concerns? See none. All those in favor of the report? Thank you. Carries. And we'll move to committee. Special Ed Advisory, Trustee Alves, Trustee Benjamin, put them on the floor for me. Question, concerns? See none. All those in favor? Carries. Okay. Policy and Government, Trustee B. McDonald, Trustee Alves, put them on the floor for me. Question, concerns? See none. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Planning, Trustee Cameron and Trustee Davies, put them on the floor for me. Question, concerns? See none. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Out of that meeting, we also have a motion coming from that meeting. I will read the motion. And then we vote on the motion. Arising from the meeting of the Planning, Physical, Financial Building Committee meeting held on April the 9th, the following recommendation is brought to board for approval. This is for approval, trustees. The Peel District School Board partnership with the City of Mississauga for a new upgrade track and field at the Woodland School. That the staff enter into this partnership agreement with the city to upgrade and maintain the operation of the track and field amenities at the Woodland School. And this will be Appendix 1 in your report. And who belongs to Woodland? Trustee Promoli, who's Mississauga? Trustee B. McDonald, put them on the floor for me. Question, concern. This is good news also. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. I'll just be real quick, but I just want to say thank you again to everyone who's worked so hard on this. It's going to make such a huge difference for the Woodlands and for the community around, and also for McBride, which is attached to the property. I'm absolutely thrilled. The work is going to be beautiful, and I know how much work went into it. So thank you to all of our staff here. Thank you to our partners at the city, and I can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we are having some great partnership. We just recently opened the state-of-the-art cricket field at Turner Fenton a few days ago, which is going to be the center for building a relationship with communities and students. And there's a couple more coming in Brampton. I won't spook the pig yet, but we got a few more. And I think even Brampton Centennial is on the list. So, but good news all around. Okay, I'm going to move right down to 12.1, our second quarter financial report. Director, turn it over to you to tell me who's going to speak to this.
Thank you. And through you, Chair Green, I'm going to ask Chief Operating Officer and Associate Director Jaspal Gill to present this report.
So thank you, Director Swoop, and through you, Chair Green. The report provides board's actual expenditures up to February 28, 2025. The overall expenditure rate is within the same range as those of previous years at 47%. This is slightly below the benchmark of 50%. Although overall expenditures are trending below budget, there is a variability in spending due to slow starts in certain programs and timing of expenditures. It is estimated that the full year normal operating expenditures will be within the budget at the end of the fiscal year. The report also includes expenditures and the ministry grant allocations outside of the core education grants, as well as funding for federal and third-party programs. Controller Latasha Charles and I are happy to respond to any questions.
Money. Stan Cameron. Trustee Stan Cameron is putting it on the floor for me. Trustee Bailey seconded. Okay, question or concern about the quarterly report. It's always good news whenever time we're going to fall in line of the budget. So all those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Okay, next report. Over you to Director again.
Thank you. And through you, Chair Green, I'm going to now ask Associate Director Harjeet Aujla to present this report. 12.2.
Thank you very much, Director Swaroop, and through you, Chair Green. The Peel District School Board has successfully prepared, adopted, and submitted the school year calendars for the 2025-2026 academic year to the Ontario Ministry of Education. This report outlines the ministry's approval of both the regular and modified school year calendars, ensuring compliance and readiness for the upcoming school year. The calendars have been developed in consultation with neighboring school boards, employee groups, associations, unions, and central department staff. Every effort was made to ensure there was alignment with our coterminous board, recognizing that in doing so would result in cost savings to both boards in the way of transportation costs. For elementary schools, the proposed calendars align with 6 out of 7 days. Secondary proposed calendars align with all 7 professional development days. Examination assessment days do not align by 1 day in January and align fully in June. In all elementary school year calendars, you will notice 7 professional learning days in the school year with a total of 187 instructional days. In all secondary school year calendars, you will see 7 professional learning days, 10 exam and assessment days, with a total of 177 instructional days. I'm happy to take any questions.
Trustee Promoli, Trustee K. McDonald, put them on the floor for me. Question or concerns? Seen Trustee Cameron.
Thank you. Just want to say thank you for this. I'm not sure about other people's communities, but my community loves the advance notice of this. We know now we're starting September 2nd, 2025, and we'll finish June 20, not even June 30th. But the communities know when to make their holidays, when they can go away, when they need to be back. This advance notice is really magnificent, and I always appreciate this. Thank you.
Any other? No? All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. 12.3, Director, over to you again.
Yes, thank
Multi-year
you.
plan.
Yes, through you, Chair Green. I'm going to ask Associate Director Harjeet Aujla to present the report, Multi-Year Strategic Plan Progress Report 8.1.
Thank you very much, Director Swaroop, and through you, Chair Green. This report outlines the Peel District School Board's efforts to enhance transition supports for exceptional learners, aligning with the multi-year strategic plan. It highlights the creation of transition navigator roles to facilitate smoother transitions for students with special education needs, including partnerships with external consultants to improve employment outcomes. The report emphasizes the importance of addressing systemic barriers and providing structured support to ensure equitable opportunities for students with disabilities, aiming to improve academic, social, and employment outcomes through collaborative efforts and strategic actions. I would now like to invite Superintendent of Special Education, Claudine Scucato, to please share the report.
Thank you, Associate Director Aujla, and through you, Chair Green. I am pleased to share an overview of the exemplary work being done to support student transitions for exceptional learners. The PDSB is committed to improving transition supports for exceptional learners to ensure they are well prepared for success across academic, employment, and community pathways, responding to feedback from students, families, educators, and community partners, and starting to action the Vocational One review that was shared at the last board meeting. The board has implemented a multifaceted strategy aimed at providing more explicit and structured transition supports. A key initiative has been the creation of the Transition Navigator role, staffed by special education resource teachers. These educators provide both direct support to students and system-wide guidance to schools. Currently, there are 3 transition navigators, with the 4th to be added in September. They support all students accessing special education services across transitions, including post-secondary pathways. In addition, PDSB has partnered with Imagine Consultations, an external agency funded by Employment Ontario, to help students with disabilities find competitive employment. This collaboration has already yielded promising results. In 2024, 8 students were referred through this partnership, leading to 4 students gaining competitive employment, 1 starting a small business and 1 being accepted into Humber College's community integration through cooperative education program. one returning for a second co-op year, and one continuing to job search with support. These outcomes highlight the importance of connecting students with employment services before graduation. Plans are in place to expand this partnership with 25 to 30 students expected to participate from April to June 2025 and continued expanded support into the 2025-2020 school year. We are looking to expand this successful partnership with Imagine Consultations and Employment Ontario, who hope to replicate it in school boards across the province to ensure exceptional students receive the support they need. This work directly supports all 4 of PDSB's multi-year strategic plan. It enhances student achievement by helping students develop skills and confidence to access multiple pathways, addresses equity by targeting disproportionate outcomes faced by marginalized groups, fosters well-being through community collaboration, and strengthens community engagement by embedding real-world experiences into student learning. A strong equity and human rights focus guides this work, particularly in addressing the systemic barriers that result in poor employment outcomes for students with disabilities. A 2023 study found that people with developmental disabilities in Canada were significantly less likely to finish high school, pursue post-secondary education, or secure employment, and earn significantly less than their non-disabled peers. By implementing targeted transition supports, PDSB aims to close these gaps and improve long-term outcomes for exceptional learners. PDSB aims to close these gaps. We will continue, to collect data and look at trends and to determine the impact of this work. The initiative aligns with key ministry education directives, including PPM 156, supporting transitions for students with special education needs, Ontario Regulation 181/98, requiring transition plans for students on IEPs for students age 14 and over, and other policy documents that guide these transitions. Transition navigators not only provide direct support, but build system capacity through professional learning, developing resources, and collaborating with schools and community partners. Their work ensures that educators are equipped to support students as they move between schools, programs, and into adulthood. Next steps include continuing to identify students on employment pathways, creating employment-based transition supports, creating supports for student transitions beginning at school entry, and expanding professional learning to help schools teach essential life and job skills. Communication strategies will ensure that opportunities are shared directly with schools, with families, and students through system memos, websites, and community networks. Transition outcomes will be tracked and analyzed to inform future programming, allowing the board to continuously improve and adapt its support for exceptional learners. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Trustee Clark, Trustee Jahal, putting them on the floor for me. And we have a question from Trustee Alves.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, just a quick compliment. As someone who sits on SEAC and attends regularly, I just want to commend Superintendent Sacato for her great work and the great work that her team has done. This is truly a fantastic report before us tonight. And of special interest is our next steps understanding how this program and programs like it at a school level will help our exceptional students transition into the workforce. So
thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Sacato.
Okay.
Thank you, Trustee Alves.
Trustee B. McNam.
Yeah, thank you, Chair, and through you. I just want to say, I attended, like you, the West Credit when the MPs from the UK came and visited West Credit, and it was a very interesting process for them to learn about our education system, and that's when I learned first about this transition program. It's a great program, and I like it's totally funded by the government, so we don't have to, put our money in here for something that's fantastic, and if it can go more than 4, I think it would be great. Thank you.
Trustee Cameron.
Thank you. Through you, Chair, I would like to say that I did follow your advice, even though I hadn't heard the advice yet. The report came out Friday. In advance of Friday, I had received a number of questions from constituents regarding this, and then the report came out and it had further questions. I wrote all of the questions to Superintendent Sacato, who has given me all of her time to help me understand. And as a matter of fact, we have a date. Maybe change that. We have an appointment on Friday at 4 o'clock for an online version so I could understand a bit more about the transitions. And that's a lot of time being taxed on a superintendent who has lots of other jobs to do, and I appreciate that. But I just want to say thank you. I'm also not raising the questions here, sir, as you asked.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, I've seen no others. All those in favor? Carries. Thank you. Okay, back over to you to Director.
And through you, Chair Green, I will now ask Associate Director Paul De Silva to present the multi-year strategic plan in action.
Thank you, Director Swaroop, and through you, Chair Green. As shared in previous meetings, the multi-year strategic plan, co-created with the Board of Trustees and staff, continues to drive the Peel District School Board's work forward. Grounded in our four key pillars: student achievement, safety and well-being, equity and inclusion, and in community engagement, the MYSP is woven into the everyday experiences of our schools and classrooms, ensuring that every student is supported, challenged, and inspired. While we acknowledge and celebrate the meaningful work already underway across the system, we are committed to taking a few moments at each board meeting to spotlight specific examples of initiatives that reflect our strategic priorities. Each month, one of the 13 field superintendents will share a brief update that captures the energy, innovation, and dedication happening in their respective areas. With that, I'm pleased to turn it over to Superintendent Alvin Ah from Area 10 and Superintendent Rosalind Hoppy from Area 11 to share highlights from their school communities.
Thank you, Associate Director De Silva and Director Swaroop, and through you, Chair Green. I'm pleased to share the Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan in action for Caledon schools in Area 10. The Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan emphasizes student achievement by focusing on improving core academic skills and preparing students for future success. A key aspect of this plan is cultivating a supportive and nurturing environment where positivity is a core value of the MYSP, encouraging students to thrive for excellence. To enhance academic performance, all 16 Caledon schools leverage a consistent scope and sequence of the math and language curricula and utilize the board's EQAO resources to prepare students for upcoming EQAO assessments, familiarize them with the online testing platform, and adapt instruction based on student results. Reading intervention programs supported by Acadian screeners provide targeted whole class and small group instruction to boost literacy. Additionally, the plan highlights the importance of STEM education, with events like the first provincial First Robotics Tournament at Humberview Secondary School and the Peel Skills Challenge joined by students from Macville Public School, fostering a strong foundation in engineering, design, and manufacturing from an early age. Safety and well-being are prioritized by enhancing safety, fostering a sense of belonging, and supporting mental health. Empathy is a core value, ensuring a caring and inclusive community where everyone feels affirmed and valued. Schools like James Bolton Public School actively teach and promote kindness, with students sharing their ideas of random acts of kindness on a kindness tree to inspire others. Building a strong community is also essential, as seen at Caledon East Public School, where the student leadership group collaborates with the principal to make school-wide decisions, enhancing student well-being and promoting safety. Additionally, athletic programs play a significant role in this goal, with events like the cross-country meet at Caledon Central Public School, which was well supported by parents and caregivers, highlighting the importance of physical activity in fostering a sense of community and well-being. Equity and inclusion are emphasized by promoting discrimination-free learning environments that are identity-affirming and uphold Indigenous rights. Leadership, as a core value of the MYSP, there is a focus on developing the capacity of staff to lead equitably and with integrity. Area 10 administrators are trained to use the Equity Toolkit, sharing activities during Families of Schools meetings throughout the school year, where principals and vice principals then incorporate into school staff meetings and the classroom. At Herb Campbell Public School, teachers nurture a strong sense of belonging through targeted lessons, and the class has adopted the motto, "Lift each other up" to inspire each other. Indigenous education is also prioritized, with students at Bell Fountain and Southfields Village Public Schools learning about the land, territories, and treaties, and engaging with the land acknowledgement to understand Indigenous history and take action towards reconciliation. Community engagement is emphasized by actively involving caregivers and community partners in supporting student success. A key component is environmental stewardship, which instills a sense of responsibility for the planet and empowers students to work towards a sustainable future. All 16 Caledon schools have vegetable gardens fully funded through community partnerships and grants, with seedlings and materials donated or purchased at reduced cost from local nurseries and hardware stores. These gardens, maintained by parents, volunteers over the summer, provide students with experiential learning opportunities, allowing them to engage with the life cycle and other curriculum expectations. Secondary students from Mayfield Secondary School and Humberview Secondary School designed and constructed these raised garden boxes, applying their engineering skills in a real-world context. Additionally, schools have formed partnerships with organizations like the TRCA and access grants through the town of Caledon, as an example. Special thanks and recognition go to Caledon trustee Cameron for his tireless efforts in championing this initiative, which has benefited every school in Caledon within the Peel District School Board and yielded over 300 pounds of fresh vegetables donated to the local food bank. Lastly, Macville Public School recently showcased their NYSP initiatives to a delegation from Wales, highlighting their action and leadership on a global stage. I'm also excited to share some breaking news. This past Easter weekend, the first robotics team from Humberview Secondary School, Alpha Dogs 4946, competed in the World Championships in Houston, Texas. They qualified for the prestigious Einstein Divisional Playoffs, and out of 600 teams worldwide, they finished 6th in the world. Congratulations to the Alpha Dogs on achieving a top 1% finish globally. I'm incredibly proud to serve the Caledon school community. Together with our families, we will continue to foster academic excellence in our classrooms, ensuring that our students thrive. Thank you for your attention. This concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
We'll just allow Superintendent Api to present, and then we'll put everything on the floor one time, and then any question.
Thank you, Associate Director De Silva and Director Swaroop, and through you, Chair Green. I am honored to share how the Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan is coming to life through the exceptional work in Area 11, home to the Fletcher's Meadow, Jean Augustine, and Park Home families of schools. Tonight's highlights showcase how fostering a sense of belonging leads to meaningful student achievement across our schools and positively impacts our communities. The recent Parents of Black Students Association talent show, a joint effort by El Dorado Public School and Whaley's Corners Public School, was a powerful celebration of student voice, identity, and community. The event went beyond showcasing talent. It created a platform for students to express themselves confidently and authentically. The Science Technology Application Center, STAC, team enhanced the event by designing custom medals connecting STEAM learning with meaningful recognition. This initiative demonstrated how culturally responsive events foster empowerment, pride, and deeper school community connections. Nelson Mandela Public School hosted the Mandela Carnival, a school-wide event in which all students in the school researched the Caribbean island and explored the various cultures of each island and the impact of colonization on each country's history. The students worked hard on this culminating task, which originated from the instructional material created by Peel District School Board's Elementary Network of Black Studies educators, which took the form of a vibrant Caribbean carnival that paraded throughout the school, celebrating the rich history and cultures the students studied throughout the month. Laurenville Public School fosters inclusion by uniting neurodiverse and neurotypical students through programs that build empathy and community. Students in intensive developmental delay and autism spectrum disorder classes lead a weekly initiative preparing and delivering baked goods to staff, gaining life skills, confidence, and connection. In the afternoons, neurodiverse students help run a coffee cart, building academic and social skills through real-world experiences and peer collaboration. Bulletin boards and school events further celebrate student strengths and identities, nurturing a deep sense of belonging. The Math Blitz at Cheney Middle Schools involves all grade 6 students and teachers, including support staff, and happens 3 to 4 times a year. Educators fill out a survey indicating where they see challenges and strengths in 4 different areas of math for each of their students. The following week, all grade 6 students are dispersed based on strengths and challenges to one of the 4 areas identified, and a teacher spends the afternoon exploring this area. This activity connects students to a new teacher they may not know and supports building another healthy relationship with an educator. At Edenbrook Hill Public School, over 500 students and families attended a math engagement night, with students leading hands-on learning sessions to deepen understanding and family involvement. Being a K-5 school, students from both Cheney Middle School and Fletcher's Meadow Secondary School came back to support this full day of learning and family engagement around math, fostering not only academic but social skills as well. The Punjabi Boys Mentorship Program at Fletcher's Meadow Secondary School is a powerful initiative designed to engage students in collaborative ways. The mentorship program cultivates leadership and strengthens the abilities of Punjabi and Sikh boys by encouraging mentorship, community service, seva, and school engagement. The introduction of the Advanced Placement AP program at Jean Augustine Secondary School marks a transformative step in expanding academic opportunities while meeting the aspirations of families seeking a university preparatory pathway. To support a smooth transition, the school launched the AP Summer Institute, an initiative designed to welcome incoming grade 9 students before the school year begins. This program helps students connect with future classmates, familiarize themselves with the school environment, and build relationships with teachers in a supportive setting. At Parkholme Secondary School, the staff proved that fostering a sense of belonging and encouraging self-expression are essential components of student growth. Activities such as virtual reality sessions allow students to explore new worlds and ideas in an immersive and stimulating way. Cooking classes not only build practical life skills, but also support math, literacy, and teamwork in a real-world context. In closing, the remarkable initiatives showcased this evening across Area 11 exemplify how Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan is being thoughtfully and powerfully brought to life in our schools. Whether through culturally responsive events that foster visibility and pride, inclusive programming that uplifts neurodiverse learners, or rigorous academic pathways that ignite student potential, each example speaks to our collective commitment to student achievement and well-being. What ties all these successes together is a shared belief: when students feel seen, supported, and empowered, they flourish. From early learners to high school students, from families to staff, the work being done in Fletcher's Meadows, Jean Augustine, and Parkholme Families to Schools is creating environments where excellence is not only expected, but made possible through belonging. Thank you for the opportunity to share this important work. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Trustee Cole and Trustee Davies, putting it on the floor for me. Question or concern? None from Trustee Cameron, please. Trustee Johal, please go ahead.
No question, just I want to appreciate Superintendent Au, Superintendent Hoppy, AD Silva for the great reports and programs for the student success. I, at this point, want to appreciate our colleague, Trustee Cameron, because of his leadership and his tireless work. Vegetable garden programs are so successful, not only in the town of Caledon, in schools in that town, they are now coming to other wards too in the Peel. So this is all because of the tireless leadership of Trustee Cameron. I want to appreciate your leadership. Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead, Trustee Cameron.
I know you said you didn't want to hear from me, but I just want to say, I've repeated it, and so many of my colleagues have heard this: early to bed. It's a motto: early to bed, early to rise, work like heck, then advertise. Tell the world how good our students are. Tell the world how awesome our staff are. Tell the world how incredible our communities are and our families are, and never stop writing that narrative. And so what we're hearing every meeting, Chair, is exactly that. And we're going to hear one more, I think, from the director, right, before this is over, maybe. I love these. Thank you, all the superintendents who have to put it all together, and you do it with a sense of pride. We can hear it. And thank you, everyone. And let's all get a garden growing in our schools.
Thank you for that. And before I ask for approval, I wanted to echo Superintendent Oppie, Superintendent White. Thank you for no. I'm not going to Caledon right now. This time is Brampton. I wanted to echo and to the principals, all the 5 school principals that did the bring about at Fletcher's Meadows, the Block Father events, with over maybe 200 people in the room and so much Black Father that are coming out and standing up and said, we're not absent, we're present. That event was amazing. And to have me as the guest speaker that evening was so delightful. I had many texts while I was driving home, and I even got the video the next morning in my inbox. So it was an amazing. And oftentimes within our community, we see many parents when school nights, out parent night, and so forth. They're always, this basic stigma to talk about our Black fathers are not present. Well, I can tell you at this event, I was able to say, yes, our Black fathers are showing up. And even though many of those fathers who basically did not have a father in their life, because we heard that, they're stating that we want to make sure our children know that we are present, we are here to support them. So I want to ask you to bring that back to the principals and tell them how much it was an honor for me to be there and just to be in the room and the energy that was in the room. So all around, congratulations to everyone. And Trustee Superintendent, please, I know you're doing great work in Caledon, and my colleague, he does not stop poking me every time to remind me. So, so with that said, I already have some trustee put in for all those in favor of the report. Thank you. Appreciate it. We will move down to 13. I have no communication, no trustee, notice of motion. And I'm going to move Trustee Cole and Trustee Promoli, move adoption of the closed session report. Okay, question and concern? See none. All those in favor? Carry. Okay. And good news stories. Director, it's your turn. Yes.
Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan for 2024 to 2028 identifies the most important priorities for the board, as well as the actions necessary to accomplish these goals. These goals are all interconnected, and when we collaborate on achieving them, we will be more successful in fulfilling our purpose, which is to promote student success through inclusion, innovation, and empowerment.
Every spring, over 400 of Canada's most talented artisans gather at the One of a Kind show, the largest craft show in North America. But this year, a group of young entrepreneurs stole the spotlight. Meet the trailblazing Grade 8 students from Williams Parkway Senior Public School's International Business and Technology program, bringing big ideas and even bigger hearts to the world of business. These young entrepreneurs spent months developing handcrafted products, from uniquely designed terrariums to custom jewelry, learning real-world business skills every step of the way. Every dollar they earned went towards supporting their school's breakfast club, helping to fight food insecurity among their peers.
So the IBT program essentially intertwines student learning with engaging them in a real-life experience. The One of a Kind show has supported the students through engaging them in being vendors at their spring show, and it allows our students who have created their own businesses to come showcase them for the public.
For me, the experience was really cool. It was a great thing to do. There's not many schools, actually no schools that do things like this. So having the opportunity to make your own business, collaborate with others, and selling your own stuff is really wonderful.
I really enjoyed the experience. It was so nice to be at the One of a Kind show. There were so many people there with a bunch of different stories to tell each vendor and each customer. It was just very nice. And I got to be one of the people selling with my own story. So it was nice to share and to learn.
At the start of grade 6 and also 7, we were always like I was personally really inspired to start a business in grade 8. And when we did get to the step in grade 8, it was really fun and exciting to learn how to grow the business.
I feel like I've learned a lot of new things that I wouldn't have known before I started this program. So I'm much more confident in my own abilities now.
I think it was a great experience in general, and I've learned a lot of things just being at the One of a Kind show, like how to be a good salesperson, understanding the different types of customers, and it's a really nice experience, and I've learned a lot from it, and I'll be sure to incorporate that into my future business learning.
For me, it was the time management, because I learned how to manage my time very carefully throughout this time because we had time crunches and stressful situations. I also learned how to engage customers better.
But the journey didn't stop at One of a Kind. Back at school, students took on the Ultimate Business Challenge, pitching their ideas in a Dragon's Den-style competition. Judged by one-of-a-kind executives, local entrepreneurs, and secondary school educators, students presented their concepts, explained their budgets and sales strategies, and showed off the results of their hard work.
I was so impressed with their ability to think quickly and to respond to the judges' questions. Some of the questions were very challenging, and their answers were exceptional considering they weren't rehearsed. So it tells me just how invested they were in the project and how passionate they are about the products they produced.
So one thing I'm really seeing is an understanding of finances and business savvy. These are critical skills, when they're older, and we're really glad to be able to work with them to help develop those skills with the One of a Kind show.
Through creativity, collaboration, and a whole lot of drive, the grade 8 IBT students proved that business isn't just about profit, it's about purpose. This is the future of business, and it starts right here at Williams Parkway Senior Public School.
Black fathers play a vital role in shaping the lives of their children and communities. Their strength, wisdom, and unwavering love create a foundation of support and guidance that inspires and uplifts.
This event is more than just a gathering. This event represents a movement where we challenge, confront, and dismantle the tired, damaging stereotypes that have tried to define us.
Tonight, we are passing the torch. Fathers, you are shedding the light for your children.
Celebrating Black fathers means recognizing their unique contributions and the profound difference they make every day.
Our children spell love this way, T-I-M-E. When you instill that time and you spend that time to show them that you care, that you love them, they will not go outside and take guidance from those that they don't know. I just wanted to leave this with all the fathers, that this conversation that we're having as fathers is something that is needed to have more often on the positive side. We hear it all the time about what we're not doing well, but I look around and see what we're doing so well. God bless you.
The Safety and Wellbeing Department, in collaboration with the Leading Education Innovation Project Grant, designed an exciting PAWS mentorship program to enhance an overall sense of belonging at Cheney Middle School, proud home of the Cheetahs. PAWS stands for Progress, Acceptance, Wellbeing, and Success. Using an inquiry-based learning model and as leaders in the school, grade 8 students designed learning experiences for all students in grade 6 based on the 4 data-driven focus areas with the overall goal of building community and amplifying identity-affirming spaces that cultivate belonging, safety, and well-being. In this project, PAWS leaders engaged in deep learning through guided inquiries by collaborating in small groups to create interactive presentations using digital tools with an emphasis on building positive relationships. The 4 areas students researched were progress in communicating effectively, adapted from the middle school peer mediation program, promoting acceptance for all and taking action to become upstanders to stop bullying, optimizing physical and digital well-being with support strategies from the mental health literacy modules, and attaining success by creating personal goals that align with Cheney's SEEP goal on sense of belonging. Student leaders also engaged in creative expression by personalizing their own t-shirts using the Cricut cutting machine. Every day 4 during the equity block over 2 months, the leaders shared their learning on each of the 4 PAWS topics in all grade 6 homerooms, combined with interactive community building games and community circles.
The PAWS project is a perfect way to teach students to be successful in anything you believe, how to care for your well-being, and how to accept yourself and others. And I felt wonderful that the grade 8s came into our classes and taught this lesson to us.
In PAWS, I love getting to interact with new kids and teach them how to effectively communicate. It's amazing to see them grow more confident in expressing themselves, whether it's through words, body language, or even active listening. Communication is such an important skill because it helps build strong relationships, resolve conflicts, and create a positive environment for everyone. Being able to guide them and see their progress is really rewarding, and I know these skills will benefit them in so many aspects of their lives.
The initial goal with the PAWS program was to create a sense of well-being and belonging for our grade 6s with the mentorship through our grade 8s.
Students also engaged in technical hands-on learning in the Science and Technology Activity Center by using power tools to cut and sand paws made from pine wood. These paws were then designed by students using burn pens and other tools, with learning reflecting the 4 paws areas.
With the grade 8 students, it was an opportunity for them to kind of hone in on their leadership skills and communication skills, and then our grade 6 students benefited it with positive relationships developed throughout our school, whether it be on the playground or within our hallways and kind of getting class to class. So it's built a stronger sense of community within our building.
In alignment with the Peel District School Board's multi-year strategic plan for 2024 to 2028 to enhance safety and well-being, this project provided meaningful opportunities of connection for staff and students and fostered student-centered, inclusive learning environments in which all students feel affirmed, valued, welcomed, and an overall sense of belonging in their school community.